to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one and the only Philly Pete, and we are here live on the 24/7 12 Ounce Sports streaming platform. All right, we're also on YouTube. We're also on Roku live. Come on in. Let's rock and roll. Subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports. Give us a thumbs up. The chat is always open. We have a massive NHL card tonight. All right. Card hasn't been released. Best bet hasn't been released. It's been a very chaotic day in the office today for me. So what we'll do is we'll just run down the card like usual every night in the NHL, giving out free plays, giving out winners, and we'll go from there. Last night, okay, clients had a beautiful night. We had a over 5.5 parlay that paid out at plus 205. So that was a nice winner last night there. So we'll take that to the bank and run. It's been a red hot 2025 so far for the clients. So we're enjoying ourselves. A lot on tap here tonight. Free plays will be coming out very soon too. But I know hockey's what we want. Hockey, of course, is what we want. Okay. But real quick, we'll go through some headlines in the world of sports, and then we'll get rocking and rolling into the NHL card for this evening. Okay. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Hopefully everyone's getting home from work safe. It's Thursday. Be safe. Be responsible out there. I cracked open a new, I'm not a big gin guy, but I cracked open a bottle of Five Saints. It's like an Italian Tuscan, style gin, and it's actually pretty decent. Something different, but it's cool. Something just to crack open to. Look forward to the hockey games tonight. Like relax a little bit with the family. Chicken quesadillas on tap for tonight too. Wife's Betty Crocker in it right now. So can't go wrong there. So you got some good food coming in the household very, very soon. Okay. In the world of sports currently, all right, Mixon questionable to play against the Chiefs. That just randomly just popped up. He missed practice. And it's tough. He's dealing with an ankle injury, but he seemed to be okay after the game, last weekend. Okay. But he didn't practice Thursday. He didn't practice today. He was limited on Wednesday. So, Damian Pierce, on the other hand, decent backup, but you need Joe Mixon in order to have an upset with the Kansas City Chiefs. Really, you need a healthy Joe Mixon to have a chance here. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. This could hurt the line for sure. It could definitely sway the Kansas City side, but we'll see what happens there. Aaron Rodgers, Jets' future, it depends on the new GM, head coach. We'll see what happens there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the world of sports right now. Copa del Rey currently, those big those soccer fans out there, Real Madrid 4-2 against Celta Vigo. Crazy. A lot of overs today in soccer. I've been noticing that. I'm not a soccer capper, but at all. I like to bet an over here and there, but nothing crazy to its extent, I should say. But still, very interesting. Just a note, there's just been a lot of high scoring games. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Okay, Saturday we start the divisional games. You have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans, and the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Lions currently at 9.5. This opened up around 8. It opened up at 8. It's now 9.5. It'll probably jump to 10. In the next day and a half. Over/unders at 55.5. That's a lot of points for this game. And the Commanders on the money line is plus 400. I might even dabble on that. I might dabble the Commanders. I might. I figure, why not give it a chance? I mean, the Lions could absolutely destroy them, but why not? I mean, why not give the Commanders a decent chance? Plus 400 looks nice. I mean, just dabbling. Just a little $10 bill, man. That pays you $40. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But the 9.5, 10 spot, looks to be pretty solid for Washington. I want to give them a chance there for Saturday. And I still like Houston to cover against Kansas City. But then again, this Mixon news coming out, not sure how he's gonna be. Will he miss the game? That means that a lot of Nico Collins, a lot of passing games have to be involved, for the Texans to have a chance in this game. And you're gonna have backups for Houston coming in and taking care of business. Obviously, we haven't really seen much of them during the course of the regular season because Mixon has been doing all the work. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. My guess, though, I do believe that Kansas City and Detroit move on. And then on Sunday, I do believe we see Philly move on. And I do believe that we see Buffalo move on. So you're going to see a nice Kansas City, Buffalo, Detroit, Philly, championship games for next weekend. Listen, dare I mind you that, you never know. These games are so critical, and it's anyone's game. It really is anyone's game. Look at Washington did to Tampa. I mean, I said Commanders were going to win that +3 in the money line. I just like their team, and I think they're going to give Detroit a run for their money. I truly, truly do. Detroit's defense is very vulnerable. Okay, they give up points. And of course we know Lions' offense could go off too. So, I mean, we'll see what happens there. And then, you never know with Houston, okay? Kansas City's banged up. Mahomes hasn't had a great season at all. It could be potentially upset city. You never know. You never know how these playoffs go. It just comes down to who the best teams are, who plays the best, and you go from there, really. So, but we'll see what happens there for sure. You never know. But I'm looking forward to a nice little divisional game starting 4:30 with Houston and Kansas City. So we'll go from there. All right. College basketball. All right. Now we're getting into the middle of the pitch, I should say, in terms of college basketball. We're at that mid-season now. We're creeping towards the second half of the season where, football is getting towards the end. College football is just about done. Now everyone focuses on, at least I do. I focus on college basketball. I love March Madness. Definitely something more that I want to get involved with on this show is talk more college basketball, considering that football and college football are just about at the end game, I should say. So top 25 in college basketball, Auburn, number 1. Iowa State, number 2. We saw this a couple days ago. Duke, number 3, Bama 4. They just lost the other night, too. Florida, 5, Tennessee, 6. A lot of SEC teams, they seem to be, straight up having a great season in general. But you look at bracketology, I'm a big fan of this as well. I love seeing what Joe Lenardi has in terms of who's in, who's out, who are the first four, who are the last four, who has the 4 buys. But currently, we have Auburn, Iowa State, Duke, and Alabama. Alabama will probably drop down to a 2 seed. Kansas losing to Iowa State the other night. They're a 2 seed. They should stay at 2. They might drop to a 3. Tennessee looks good as a 2. Marquette as a 2. Florida, again, playing really good basketball, set as a 2 as well. Kentucky as a 3. I feel like they'll move up eventually. But a lot of interesting teams here, to say the most. UNC is a 10 seed against Georgia. That should be an interesting matchup considering that it's in Raleigh. But again, still a long way to go. I love the upsets in the tournament. I really truly do. A battle of UCLA versus St. Mary's, if the tournament were to start today, that would be something to consider. Gonzaga Lipscomb, that's a good 12-5 upset. UConn as a 5 seed. It's crazy to think that. But just watch out. It's early. It's still too early to tell, but the fun of March Madness, that's just about 2 months away. I know it's a little far away, but it will be here before you know it. That's usually how everything works out nowadays. So, but there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, we're going to talk NHL. We're going to talk free plays. We're just going to do a full-on analysis of every game here tonight. So sit back, relax, give me 2 minutes, and I will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Thirsty Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete. And hey, we're live. We're here live on the 24/7 12-ounce sports streaming platform, YouTube, Roku. We are live everywhere. Come on in, check us out. The chat is open. Subscribe to us. Give us a thumbs up. And let me know what your best bet is tonight in the world of hockey or NBA. I don't care, any sport. But we're going to be running down the NHL card very, very shortly. But before I do, make sure you guys check out our betting platform, our subscription. Hit up YouTube. All right. The only way to sign up with our subscription is through YouTube. Sign up today. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Nothing ridiculous. And on top of that, you get 3 days for free when you sign up today. So $6 for the month, $60 for the year, 3 days for free. You know, what can I say? You get 3 cappers, 4 cappers from 12 Ounce Sports, including myself. We give out winners, consistent winners. We're transparent at the end of the day. Nice little short videos of what we like as well, what our best bet is. You can't go wrong. For $6, it's well worth it. Okay, simple as that. You can even get your feet wet with 3 days for free. You know, to be short and sweet with you guys. Also, if you're looking for a great book, make sure you hit up mybookie.ag. Promo code there is 12-ounce sports. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code there is 12-ounce sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. All right. Big bets going off tonight. Big units going off tonight for the clients. Massive, massive card. So go ahead, check out mybookie.ag, put in some money, and they'll, like I said, they'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Use that promo code 12-ounce sports. All right, gang. Let's rock and roll here. It's what everyone's been coming in for. We're ready to rock. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday edition. I poured myself a nice Tuscan-style gin called Five Saints. Very delicious. Highly recommend it. I'm not a big gin guy, but when I do, it's something special, and this is definitely a good bottle. So crack something good, crack something great. Make sure you guys are responsible tonight. All right. Hang in there if you're home cooking. Let's rock and roll this evening in the NHL. And let's start off with the Anaheim Ducks and Tampa Bay Lightning. This is one of my favorite games for tonight as well. Okay, actually, the first couple of games here are my favorites this evening. Anaheim Ducks, Tampa Bay Lightning. Over under here is at 6 at -130. You can grab the 6.5 at +110. 70% of the public money on Tampa, 60% of the public money on the under. Tampa -325 on the money line. Anaheim +280. Okay, the under is 48, 30, and 8. 48, 30, and 8 to the under. Okay, it's a little wild. It truly is a little wild, considering. But I'm going to fade the public in this spot here. I want to take a chance. I want to go with the over 6 at -130. I believe Anaheim can net a couple goals here. I truly do. And on top of that, I want to take their puck line +1.5 at +110. Just taking a shot here, very lesser lean of the bunch, but I do like the first period over, full game over in this game here tonight. So we'll rock that out for sure. So let's go Anaheim, Tampa, first period over 1.5, full game over 6, and Anaheim Ducks on the puck line at +110 this evening there in St. Pete's. Next up, San Jose, Columbus, over under here is at 6 at about -105. You can get the 5.5 at -140, which still isn't terrible. We cashed out, clients cashed out a 3-unit max the other night, San Jose and Detroit. That was over 5.5 for 3 units. We cashed that out, no problem. We're going to keep riding this high. Columbus can score. San Jose will chip in. We know that. Columbus -185 on the money line. San Jose +155. 75% of the public money on Columbus, 65% of the public money on the over. Now, the over between these two teams combined is 49, 37, and 4. Very good trend to the over, and I'm liking the over as well. Sharks, Jackets, over 5.5. I will go down to -135 with that. Okay, I don't mind the 6 either at -105. You take your choice there, depending how you bet. I like to buy the hook so that when I have a 5.5 and it gets to 6, I win. If you take the 6, you push. You don't win. You don't win at all. You just get your money back. So I'm always the one that, hey, scared money don't make money. I will definitely buy that half a goal and pay a little extra juice. That's just how I am. I've always been like that, and it's been very successful, to be honest. And on top of that, I want to rock out San Jose money line. Okay, just a gut feeling. Again, very low on the radar this evening for this game. I am more on the full game. I'm more in terms of goals than I am with sides, just like the Anaheim-Tampa game. I'm rooting for goals in that game. I'm rooting for goals in this game. So let's go. San Jose, Columbus, over 5.5. I like the first period over 1.5 as well. And I'm going to take a shot with the San Jose Sharks money line at +155 to as high as +165. Shop around. All right. Washington, Ottawa. Over under here is at 5.5. This is a pick'em game. This is wild. Wild to me that it's basically a pick'em. All right. Washington -103. Looks like it's about -103 to -105. Ottawa going around -105 to -110. Over unders at 5.5 at -105. 60% of the public money on Washington, 60% of the public money on the over. Ottawa, to be honest, when you look at this head to head, it's the history in Ottawa, it's gone over, okay? But lately between these two teams, let alone Ottawa, hasn't really been scoring that much on paper. It's kind of scary to think, but bookmakers know what they're doing in this game, okay? But I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go Washington Capitals money line here tonight at -105. Great spot. The under is 46, 32, and 9. 46, 32, and 9 combined for these two teams as this trend. And I'm going to go with the under. Just the way that these two teams have been playing lately. Not a lot of goals, inconsistency. We know Washington could put up goals, let alone with the puck line and kind of cruise into a victory. But I want to take Washington here. Something is a little sketchy for me to consider. Ottawa might win this game, but for the price and for the better team, give me the Washington Capitals money line tonight, minus 105, and I'm going to go with the under 5.5 at minus 110. My more favorable pick in this matchup, though, is the Capitals money line than in terms of the total. So that's where I'm at. Caps money line, full game under 5.5. Detroit, Florida. Okay, Florida minus 255 on the money line. Detroit plus 225. Over-unders at 5.5 at minus 105. 70% each way. 70% of the public money on Florida, 70% of the public money on the over. Now, when you talk about Thursdays, there could be a situation. We could have some upsets. Now, the over is 45, 40, and 3 to the over. You're giving me 5.5 with a Florida team that has a great offense and Detroit that needs to wake up a little bit. Okay. Now, this is a long shot, but I want to take Detroit money line tonight, plus 225. That's going to be one of my upset picks tonight in this game. Detroit money line plus 225. I like the puck line at minus 110. I'm on the full game over 5.5 as well. I mean, I think Detroit wakes up and I think they're going to score. All right. Maybe even a draw, maybe like a 3-3 going to overtime sort of situation. I'm all in for that. But give me Detroit at the end of the day. I think we're going to see an upset, and this could be one of those games. So I'm going to take a shot with that. Wings, money line, and the full game over 5.5 there. All right, Devils, Leafs. Devils minus 130 on the money line. Toronto plus 110 at home. Again, a home dog for Toronto. Over-unders at 5.5 at minus 115. The under is 53, 33, and 5. 53, 33, and 5 to the under for these two teams right now. How can you say no to that? 60% of the public are on the over. I'm going under. I'm going to go under 5.5 in this game. And I want to go Toronto money line at plus 110. I mean, if we're getting Toronto at home as some plus, now don't get me wrong, they've been inconsistent as well. But I want to give them another shot. Toronto money line plus 110. And give me the under 5.5. I mean, that trend with the under between these two teams is absolutely insane at 53, 33, and 5. So that's where I want to go. I want to go with the numbers, and I want to fade the over. I am. A lot of people in the public on the over, so I'm going to go under. Leafs, money line, plus 110, full game under 5.5. And that's where I'm at in that game. Philly, Islanders. All right, Philly plus 120 on the money line. Islanders minus 130. Over-unders at 5.5. 60% of the public money on the Isles, 55% of the public money on the over. Okay, here we go. The over is 44, 40, and 4. So, just about even there. But Philly they've been sneaky a little bit lately, sneaking out a win against the Panthers. We cashed that plus 160 out the other day. I want to give it a shot here. Okay, I want to give it a shot against the Isles. Plus 120 on the road. They've been playing decent lately. I want to give it a shot at that money. Why not? A little bit of value there. Not traveling too far up to Staten Island. So let's go. Flyers, money line, plus 120. And I lean the over 5.5. This could be like a 3-2 sort of game, just a gut feeling. But I want to take a chance here and go with the over 5.5 and Philly on the money line tonight. Short and sweet. And there you go. All right, here we go. Here comes a first period game here that we've been riding high on, cashing out large, I should say, very large lately. And that is the Chicago 12 out of 13 first period overs cashing out Blackhawks against the Nashville Predators. Ugly game between two not so great teams. However, for money-wise, looking pretty damn sharp. Chicago plus 250 on the money line. Nashville minus 290. Okay. Over-under is at 5.5 at minus 135. 70% of the money on Nashville, 55% of the public money on the over. The under combined between these two teams, 47, 35, and 5 to the under. Now, if you want to play bingo, bango, bongo, this is what I'm going to be doing. Chicago, Nashville. Will we have 13 or 14 with the first period overs? Let's keep the train going. We cashed it out. We've been cashing the first period over for Chicago. I ain't leaving. As Wolf of Wall Street says, okay, I am not leaving. I'm not leaving. Okay, we are not leaving, and we are not leaving this first period over either. Chicago, Nashville, first period over 1.5. Sign me up. That is my play for this game for sure. Okay, Chicago, Nashville, Hawks, Preds, first period over 1.5 goals. I'm going to go full game under 6, and I want to go Chicago puck line at plus 105. A little bit of value there to cover that 1.5 spread. All right, I'm digging it a little bit. I would even sprinkle the money line at plus 250 as well. Just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. So there you go. But that first period over is where we're going to be tonight in Nashville. Montreal, Dallas. Here we go. Over-unders at 5.5 at minus 130. Dallas minus 215. Montreal plus 190. The under is 43, 33, and 10 to the under. I'm on the under 6 in this spot here, and I dig Montreal with the puck line at minus 135 for that plus 1.5. That's where I'm at tonight for Montreal and Dallas. Under 6. I do kind of like the first period over, but I lean more of the under 6 as well in this matchup here. This could be a back and forth matchup, or it could just be straight defense, But I'm on the under 6. I like Montreal to cover that puck line as well. Calgary, St. Louis. Here we are. All right. Flames plus 115. St. Louis minus 135. Overrunners at 5.5. The under is 50, 35, and 3. So sign me up for that under 5.5 spot. But give me Calgary. 70% of the public is on the Blues. I'm going to go with the Flames here at plus 115. Another upset special tonight. Just a gut feeling going against the public in this spot. Flames money line and the under 5.5. Seattle, Winnipeg. All right, overrunners at 5.5. 80% of the public money on Winnipeg, 75% of the public money on the over. Okay. Now, this is even 42, 42, and 6 for the over-under, as even as it gets. I'm going to go Jets puck line plus 130 tonight. That is my spot. Jets puck line, and I think we're going to see an under. As much as I want to take that over 5.5 at plus 105, plus 110, I do feel like this is a game where we could see a 3-1 sort of game, maybe 4-1. I don't think we quite get there, but I'm on Winnipeg. So give me Winnipeg puck line plus 120 in the full game under 5.5 there in Winnipeg. Rangers, Utah. All right, Rangers minus 110. Utah, plus 105. So it's a little bit. Rangers pushing to minus 115. Over-unders at 5.5 at minus 135. And it looks like 65% of the public money on the Rangers, and it's split between the over-under. The under is 47, 35, and 4. I do slightly lean the over 5.5 in this game. I do slightly lean the over 5.5, and I'm also on the Rangers money line tonight at minus 115. There you go. Edmonton, Colorado. Over-under here is at 6.5 at minus 110. You could buy down the 6 at minus 140. Colorado minus 110. Edmonton plus 100. Looks like 65% of the public money on the Avs. This to me, I feel as though should be an over sort of spot. Over under. I'm going to take. A lot of people that I've been seeing on Twitter love the under in this game, and it might hit. It probably could, but I'm going to stick with the over. Okay, I want to see some goals in this game. Over 6 for me in this game, and I want to take the Colorado Avalanche at minus 110. And last but not least, LA Kings, Vancouver Canucks. I am on the under 5.5 at minus 135, and I want to take the LA Kings puck line at plus 240. I want to take a strong shot here and take that puck line at plus 240 for the Kings. So there you go. Kings, Canucks under 5.5, and Kings at plus 240 in the puck line. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I'm out of time. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's